Hello everybody. I just got back from seeing Sonic Movie 3. One of the best movies for the Sonic franchise. We got a little bit of stuff to review and a surprise for later in the video for us to review as well. Hope you guys are excited for that. Without further ado, let's jump right into it. Alright, we'll go from smallest to the biggest thing, or smallest to the biggest quote-unquote thing, I should say. Anyway, this is a Happy Meal toy for 2024 for the Sonic Movie 3, and scan that QR code if you want to play the Sonic game. On one side, basic, other side, basic blue. Front side has the Sonic Movie 3 logo, top has a McDonald's logo with the lightning, kind of reminds me of Tails' lightning when he goes fast. And then Sonic Blue Roller. Now let's unbox this and see what we got. Now I do have 3 of these, so if anyone is interested and they want one, just holler at me in the comments. Or something like that. Alright, so we got our Sonic figure here in this tissue. Not bad. Printing looks good. Now let's get the stickers on there. Gotta be extra careful putting these on, because and my thoughts on Sonic Movie 3, if you're curious, you know, it had to have been the best Sonic movie ever. Like the end credit scenes, I'm not gonna spoil what they were, but I'm just saying if you're a big fan of Sonic and you like all of the Sonic stuff, you know, some characters you've been anxiously awaiting for to appear in the Sonic franchise for the movies, you're gonna love this. You're gonna love the end credit scenes. Especially the third act. I mean, there's a lot of emotional scenes, so if you get very emotional with movies, just a fair warning. And you take your Sonic figure, shove them in there, and then they come with these little lightning bolts. Optional if you want to put these on, I suppose. Which, in my opinion, it just doesn't really make much sense to have lightning bolts on there, you know. I guess it's supposed to make it seem like he's going fast, but we're only going to put like 2 of them on there, only for the sake of the video. If I can get it on there, that is. Alright, so this is the Sonic Movie 3, sorry. Sonic Movie 3 Happy Meal toy for Sonic. And literally all this does is he rolls. That's the only thing he does. Now if you want, this is just my recommended way, he cannot stand on his own, but if you want to display him, oh, maybe he can. If you want, you'd be able to display him, you know, on his own, on the shelf, and just ditch the roller itself, but for me, I'll probably display it with him in the roller, and yeah, on to the next item. Alright, so this next item is the Sonic Movie 3 cup, which you can get only, I think, at Regal Theaters, but I could be wrong. And you get it in a bundle, you know, you get the popcorn tin, which I will show you in a minute, and you can have the choice of toppers between Sonic and Shadow. Now I'll take a look at this topper separately here in a little bit, but first let's take a look at this cup. So you got Sonic, and then the Sonic Movie 3 logo there, and you know, you turn it, it has the, you know, a look to it, where it's like different poses and stuff. Sonic says, "Wanna race?" And then you turn it further, you got Shadow here. One pose, another pose, and then that other pose is a quote from the movie that we've seen in trailers too. Says, "This ends now." If you turn it around a little bit more, okay, I thought you had Tails on there, Tails and Knuckles too, but I guess I was wrong. At the bottom of my cup, it doesn't have anything aside from like the logos and stuff, but let's, like for the theater anyway, let's get into the Shadow topper and see how he looks. Alright, so I chose the Shadow one. I don't have a Sonic one. I might get a Sonic one if I go to see it in theaters again, which I most likely will. The Shadow, he's sitting here in a seat, a theater seat. You got details, most of the details anyway, on the air shoes. He's holding a bucket of popcorn, and he has no posability, because it's just a topper. But, I thought this was a cool detail to, at least have something that goes on top of the cup, which I will show you what he looks like on top of the cup. It just kind of clicks in there, and you got him sitting up there, and you can drink some stuff. Yeah. Alright, on to the next item. Alright, so the next item is the popcorn tin that you get if you buy the bundle, which, in order to get, like I said, the separate topper of Sonic, you have a choice between Shadow and Sonic. I went with Shadow because Shadow is my ultimate favorite character from Sonic. On the side here, on one side we got the Sonic Movie 3 logo. Turn it a little bit more, you got Tails, and then right above him it just says Tails in multiple colors. Then you got Sonic on this side, another logo, and then you move it just a little bit more and you got Knuckles here. A little bit more and you got Shadow, and right above them it says their names. The top of the tin has this awesome 3D, logo to the movie, which I absolutely love. It looks amazing. Regal outdid themselves. And most of the things on here, like the names and the characters, are 3D. So I find that pretty cool. Let's get into the next item, shall we? Alright, so before I went to see the movie, I had some time to kill. So I went into Target to see if they had some Sonic Movie 3 merchandise. Well, they did. More on that later. But I picked this up. I don't know if this is new for 2024, but I think it's pretty cool, An 16-bit, sorry. Okay, it says 8-bit, but, we all know Sonic appeared in 16-bit first. On the back, it doesn't show which other ones you have, or you can collect. It just shows Sonic, the basic Sonic logo. In the background, you also have Green Hill Zone, number 34 out of Pop Games, or Pop 8-bit. And you got a little Sonic peeking up right here. You got Sonic and 8-bit lettering right there. Pop Culture 8-bit logo. Right here you got Sonic popping up again, and it says Pop, like the Funko Pop. And then you got the front box, which has a little bit of Green Hill Zone up in the corner over here. Then you got the Sonic the Hedgehog logo. And this is a Target exclusive along with the 8-bit Tails. And yeah, let's get this open and see what this looks like outside of the packaging. Wow. I mean, there's no articulation because this is meant to be like a collector's pop, but this is amazing. Like the feel of this, like if you were to feel this, this would be amazing. On the bottom here you got Funko 2024, so it is new for 2024. I did not know that. You got Sega's logo, and then you got, all the detailing Sonic would have, the black eyes because it's this classic Sonic, and you got the, obviously no mouth because it's a Funko Pop. You got the ears, you got the quill detailing on the side, more quill detailing on the back, the 2 quills because this is regular Sonic and not movie Sonic on the back, and then you got a little 8-bit tail, little 8-bit fists. Of course, like most Funko Pops, you're able to move the head, but this one you cannot because it is an 8-bit character. And yeah, I will do a review on the 8-bit tails and the flopped tails once I get them. Let's move on to the next item, shall we? Alright everybody, so this is another popcorn bucket that they had at the movie theater. This one being Sonic's head. Yes, I'm going to open it, and let's do that. Let's bust into it, we'll see what the detail is. And the reason it's not open is because unlike the other one, I did not want to pay an extra $10 to, excuse my guinea pig in the background, to get popcorn put in this when I could easily just bring it home, use it for my own. Alright, so you got Sonic on the front here. Well, this is Sonic, sorry. Sonic's face on the front. The detailing is amazing. You got all the quills around the side, the bottom. It has a whole bunch of logos and everything. Snapco. I don't know where that's at. You cannot, just in case you were curious, hand wash only. You are not to use this in a dishwasher or a microwave. On the back, you got more quills. And, yeah, it looks like if you open up the top here, if you open up the top here, you can put popcorn in it. And it's hollow on the inside because, well, yeah, you can put popcorn in it. And you know, that's pretty much it to this popcorn tin, or popcorn bucket. Now, the next item, it's already been out there for a little while, but if you do not want spoiled, this is a warning. Click off the video now if you do not want spoiled for the third act of the Sonic movie. Please. I repeat to myself once again, if you do not want spoiled for the third act of the Sonic movie, please click off this video. Without further ado, let's get into this next item. Alright, this next item is a 2-pack of figures, which is a Light Up Super Shadow, which is finally, Jakks Pacific finally gave us the right color for Super Shadow. And then you go over this way a little bit, and you got Super Sonic, which these are amazing. We will take a look at them out of the package here in just a little bit. The front of the packaging is basic. It's got not Super Shadow. Shadow render up in the corner. You got Tails, Knuckles, and Sonic. On one side, you have that render of Shadow again, you know, peeking at us. On the back, we got them in some poses you can have them in. In the corners, you got little shots of them, you know, in the dark, which I will show at the end of this video what they look like in the dark, which they're amazing, just like the other figures. And then on the bottom here, it shows what other characters you can get in the 5-inch line. You got Ivo Robotnik, Shadow, Tails, and Sonic that are currently out anyway, which I do know you can buy a Super Sonic figure currently that doesn't have the light up features if you desire to get it. Now you have the Jakks Pacific logo in the bottom bottom left-hand corner, sorry. Then on the bottom, you got just everything. You got a Jakks Pacific logo in the bottom right, all the warnings and everything. And then on this other side, you got a new render for Shadow. And then on the top, we got a movie logo here. Light Up 2-pack in multiple different languages. Pause if you'd like to read that. And now let's get this open and see what is the hype about all these figures. Alright everybody, so here they are out of the package, and unlike the other Light Up pack, this one comes with a manual. You know, it's nothing special, it just kind of shows the instructions on like how to light them up, how to get them, like their batteries replaced and stuff like that. Talks about if you needed a warranty or if you bought a warranty, yada yada yada. Alright, so first let's take a look at the Super Sonic figure. So, the Super Sonic figure has, okay, just fall over, Shadow. You know, swiveling feet, which is cool. It's not on a ball peg. You got 360 motion for the legs right here. Same goes on the other side, and same goes for the knees. You know, you get a little bit of 360, but you can't really turn them all the way unless you want to break the figure. You got, you know, some articulation on the feet, just like the other side. The hands, they open up. You can move them kind of this way. You can turn it with the ball joint up at the top. They do not have butterfly joints, unlike the... Only because, you know, you gotta replace the batteries and the cords gotta run up into their head. The eyes are red, unlike the last movie Sonic figure we got that was Super Sonic, which was for the second movie, which is, you know, it was a 3.5-inch figure that came with the Death Egg Robot Battle set. Now here's him lighting up in the dark, in the light. Looks amazing, but it'll look way better in the dark. The quills, you know, they got the third quill just like movie Sonic does. And you got quills sticking out on the back. You know, you got the details, everything you could imagine for this figure. Now the main cash grab for this one has to be Super Shadow. The Super Shadow figure looks amazing, you know, same articulation as the Super Sonic, except for it is, for one, correct color for Super Shadow. Head movement, just like the other one, it goes from side to side. You cannot turn full 360 because of all the cords and everything in the top. This looks amazing. I am astonished by this figure of how cool it looks. You can have him hold stuff. And I will get the other figures to compare them to the other light-up Sonic and Shadow figures. So here's the light-up Sonic figure, the normal one, compared to the Super Sonic figure, which because of the quills going upward, I believe that makes it, you know, different height-wise. And there's not much different for articulation from the old figure. Let's get the Shadow figure in here and see what he looks like. Here's the normal light-up Shadow the Hedgehog figure. And then here's the super light-up Shadow the Hedgehog figure. Shoes are the exact same. Gloves, exact same. Articulation, exact same. Not much different. Now, let's see what they look like in the dark and see if they have much of a difference to them. Alright, let's look at these and see what they look like in the dark. Here's the Super Shadow. Whoa, that is amazing. And then there's this regular Shadow, but I really like the Super Shadow very much better. I mean, just look at how bright that is. That is amazing. That could be a new nightlight or a flashlight you could use. Here's that again. I mean, that is amazing. And then there's this regular Sonic figure that lights up. Super bright. And then let's put him off to the side. You'll still see him lighting up in the background. But, excuse me, are you gonna stop lighting up? Please. Good grief, the light lasts forever on that thing. And then there's the Super Sonic light-up figure, which, once again, significantly brighter. Here's Super Shadow and Super Sonic next to each other. They light up. Just, I mean, once again, amazing. And, you know, if you haven't checked out the film already, I checked it out on premiere date because they have so many cool, like, you know, I didn't get the poster that they say you can get if you go on premiere date, but, you know, that is totally fine because I got amazing popcorn buckets. I got these amazing figures from a separate store, which I think, just like the light-up figures before, they are exclusive to Target. So if you want to find these for yourself, I recommend looking at Target, which they are probably sold out because I got lucky enough to find the last 2-pack. And, you know, they're a decent price because, you know, you're paying for 2 figures at once. And originally, you know, if they were sold separately, they would be like 15 bucks a piece. And, you know, this retails for 30 bucks or $29.99 You know. But, you know, that is amazing. Because you're really getting your money's worth with these figures. They are so amazing and so accurate to the movie. If you haven't seen the movie, I recommend it. There you have it, everybody. There is my review for some Sonic Movie 3 merchandise and, of course, this little 2024 edition 8-bit Sonic. And, you know, once again, I'll say it for 3rd, 4th time, however many times I've already said it in this video. Go watch Sonic Movie 3. It is peak cinema. And if you haven't already, subscribe, like the video, and I'll see you guys next time.